Hey yo, what's up everybody, and welcome to the very first ever episode of our Versus series here on Two Player Co-op. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic.
As we mentioned on our last podcast, we're kicking off phase 2 of Two Player Co-op, bringing you new shows and content. The first of which is Versus.
In the first season of Versus, we're going to be focusing on 16-bit games, Super Nintendo versus Genesis. On each episode, we're going to play through the Super Nintendo version of one game and the Genesis version of that game as well.
Then we're going to pit them against each other in 3 different categories: presentation, gameplay, and replay value.
We hope you guys enjoy this. And now, episode 1, Turtles in Time versus the Hyperstone Heist. Turtles in Time, up first. Let's go, Sean. Cowabunga, indeed.
Cowabunga, everyone.
So, I gotta be my dude. You can be him in Hyperstone.
I'll be Donnie.
I really don't know why anybody ever picks anybody but Leo or Donnie.
Right.
Because
unless they make up for their short attack swing with something else, then yeah.
You see that mode 7 there? I don't really know that was mode 7. But Shredder, you better bring that statue back. You bloated beanbag, you.
Ha, ha,
Ha, ha.
Big Apple.
Big Apple 3 AM, one of the most iconic soundtracks, I think, in video games. Oh, I didn't know I had to push start.
Oh, the light's still on for 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I guess it's the city that doesn't sleep.
Apparently. This game is just amazing, I must say.
I know we've talked about this several times when we've talked about this game several times. I do not think of this game as an arcade game. Like, I barely even remember it as an arcade game.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely played it in the arcades, but I played the bulk of my time playing this game was on Super Nintendo, for sure.
So, is this, I mean, if you looked at
Oh, come on.
this versus the arcade, would you notice a big difference in graphics?
The sprites are very, very close. This isn't like, you know, Street
Would just be a
Fighter.
little bit smoother, maybe?
Yeah, and maybe, I'd say it's smooth in terms of pixels or animation.
The pixels.
There are a few more frames of animation, I would say, in the arcade version,
Yeah.
for sure. I'll take that. No, it's dead down low. But I mean, overall, I mean, this is about as perfect an arcade port as you can get, other than just being 2 players, which I think it's odd, because do you remember if Super Nintendo had a multi-tap or whatever? They must have.
I'm pretty sure they did. Get away.
It would have been nice to have the option, but maybe you can only just do so much with a 16 meg cart or whatever this was.
I'm sure these are legit ninja weapons,
Yikes.
but what are these guys?
The tuning
like,
forks?
Yeah, they're tuning forks. They're like size without the actual blade part.
Right.
They're like missing the best part. Now, did Turtles in Time, the arcade game,
Yes.
look a lot different than Turtles, the arcade game? Like the previous one, or were they pretty similar
They were
in terms of just graphics?
just graphics.
I know
they
this
were
added
pretty
a
similar.
lot.
Well, this because everybody had their own special moves in this.
Right. Yeah. It expanded on the game quite a bit, but like
The actual graphics, they weren't a
sprites
whole
were
lot
pretty
different.
similar.
Yeah. Now, one thing you'll notice as you're watching this, if for some reason you've never played one of the best beat 'em ups in the history of video games, the levels, there's a lot more levels in this than there are in the Genesis version of Hyperstone, but these are so
They're short.
They
I
are
remember the Genesis being very long.
Yes, it's almost like while the Genesis version only had 5 stages, where I think this had 10, the Genesis stages were split up into 2 or 3 parts in each stage. So the big thing that you lacked there is you didn't have as many boss fights in Hyperstone, which did kind of suck, getting screwed over on the bosses. And then also another thing to remember, the Super Nintendo version is not the same as Turtles in Time in the arcade. Slash was in this instead of the arcade game, or which is which? Do you remember?
Slash is in this.
He's
you fight
in
him
this.
in the volcano area.
Yeah, okay, so in the arcade, you fight the big, like, clay guy. Do you even remember that?
I do kind of remember that.
The ship level is different. I think Bebop and Rocksteady. There, you finally. I was wondering if we were gonna throw somebody at the screen. Get off! All right. Yeah. And you know what's weird? We'll talk about it more when we get to the review section. But I always thought it was. It's not like throwing them at the screen is some big Mode 7 or FX chip kind of thing. Like. It's just boom, boom, boom. It's not like it's like actually,
3 frames.
Yeah. It's just redrawing the sprite each time. It's not actually coming towards the screen like you see with Mode 7. You see it's just boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Like if you were to pause that, it's like 2 or 3 frames of animation. The Genesis could have handled that. It's ridiculous. But I digress. Oh yeah. Oh, I just wanted y'all to see that.
But he said, who turned off the lights?
That's Turtles 2. I could be making that up. The good old, what were those guys called? I almost called them mousers.
Yeah,
they're clearly not mousers. Now the guys jump over the fence. And you'll notice, one of the good things when we play Hyperstone Heist here in a little bit, this is one of the few levels that's kind of the same other than the sewer in both versions, but when I say same, you'll see a lot of differences also. Like I don't think that happens. I don't think the guys jump over the fence in Hyperstone for some reason. Hey! Can you control whether you kick flip them or...
I think you can.
Are we only kick flipping them into the screen?
Oh, kick flip as opposed to...
It's supposed to go... See?
I've only kick flipped.
Yeah, I know. But I know you can... Wow, maybe this is something that I didn't remember. Maybe that's only in the arcade.
Unless it's certain, unless like Raph and Mike do that.
Do the spin, yeah. Maybe I should lose all 6 guys. Now this part is this is in Hyperstone. Jeez, you are killing me in the points right now.
Yeah, but I'm
did you kill Baxter?
Maybe. How am I about to die? I got that pizza and I feel like I haven't really been hit since. But...
Are you doing a lot of? I haven't used a special once. I just realized that.
Metalhead? Metal.
This is Metalhead. Yep. One of the hints you gave me for one of the Back to Vice challenges for that metal.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember what it was.
I'm gonna mangle you, green slim balls.
Slim balls? You stupid slim balls.
Slim balls.
There you go. Get back. And I will, another thing is when you fight, when you play this game 2-player versus 1-player, it makes the boss fight so ridiculously easy when you can just tag team back and forth. Cave's creepy, dude. No, I want the kill. Come back here, Metalhead. No. Oh, you're about to die.
Can't even do it.
Yeah! How many points? Oh no, that was 1 point. I got 1 point for killing him, so you're just kicking my butt when it comes to the kills, I guess. That is weird. That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe you had a lot more life left when we beat Baxter Stockman also.
Oh, do you get points for that?
Yeah.
Sewer surfing.
This is another difference. There is a boss to this level, whereas... Wait, it says bonus stage. Don't you fight Rat King here? Or is Rat King on the Genesis?
Rat King's Genesis.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's the difference. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert if we get that far. I don't know if we will because I can't remember how far that is.
I think it's the second level, but that might be it.
Right. Come on. I think the whole game takes about 45 minutes to beat each of these. Maybe an hour if you play through the whole thing. But
do you think time-wise they're pretty much identical?
I think they're pretty close, yeah. Another thing, Genesis has that boss rush, which this does not.
The Gauntlet.
Yeah. Where everybody's a different color for some reason. They're just point pizzas. Point pizza! Her. Oh, my toe! My toe! Yikes!
Hey!
My toes! Wow, I don't know how I can't tell what turtle is what. Here we go.
Xenomorphs.
Yeah, really. No copyright infringement here. No, they're yellow. It's okay. So what do you think so far? Did we play this recently, or is this the first time you played this in a long time?
I think we maybe fired this up a little bit at some point when you got the Pi. But I think the last time I played
that was a real pizza.
Was when we did the HD remix or whatever, and that was a long time ago. And honestly, this is better.
This is way better.
I prefer it to the...
No, I was right.
Okay,
Rat
so
King.
you still, yeah.
So you fight Leatherhead walking on water in the sewer in the Genesis.
Yeah.
Breakpoint, I love that. Hit him right here to break his thing. Oh, my toes.
I'm dead. First to die.
Yeah! And if you didn't know, you can use your special moves as much as you want. I think it only takes away life if you actually hit somebody with said special move. But that's how they work.
You're going to the Technodrome in the 4th level. We doing one?
Let's do the Technodrome and then we'll switch on over.
Technodrome. Let's kick shell.
Let's kick shell.
I think I remember the first time playing through this. It was like a fake out. Like I'm like, what? 4 levels?
Man, this game's short.
And another cool thing that this had, another cool thing, like a lot of people do agree, this is the definitive version of this, not the arcade. Because you get an extra boss fight here at the end of the Technodrome that was not in the arcade version. Mousers.
All right, so in the comics,
yes.
Was this just a movie thing, or in the comics were the foot humans also? Did they only make them like robots in the cartoon?
I think they started out as humans, but then I don't know where they went with it down the road. Like I don't know what is considered canon now. I think they've been both in all iterations. I think they've been both. And the weird things about the most recent movies, in the first one, the Foot Clan was just like military with just AK-47s and stuff. And then the second one, the better one, they were actually ninjas. And now we'll never get the third one because Michael Bay. But people keep going to watch Transformers, Sean. Sorry. Yo, that pizza's the bomb! That doesn't last long at all. I don't remember. Is the elevator in this, or is that just in Turtles 2?
I don't think it's in this.
Oh, hi, Shredder. Hi, Shredder.
There's a picture of Shredder telling the Technodrome IT team, hey, put this picture of
Every monitor!
It'll really intimidate them. All right.
Ah, yes. Toka, Razor.
Toka.
Masters say have fun. Fun. From the hit Secret of the Oot.
Okay, we're playing this on normal, and this is awfully easy.
This is extremely easy.
I thought this would have been a little bit more difficult.
Again, maybe it's just because we're so like MLG. Ah. No.
All right, well, I can kick this up.
I love that he is a actual purple turtle for some reason.
All right. This is there's
you're lower. Pizza time! And I'm close to getting one up anyway, so that's fine. Now I think this is also in the Genesis version. Oh wait, there's no Technodrome. Is there an elevator in the spaceship thing or whatever it is that you end the game in?
I don't know. I don't think there is. It's really bothering me that I don't remember what these things are called.
Yeah. Hit the comment section, let us know. Hope you guys are enjoying our first versus here on 2-player co-op. Get the bouncer! Well, that was okay. Yeah, this is ridiculously easy. And I know people always gave the Genesis version crap for being like the easiest Turtles game ever made.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like I remember being...
I still remember to this day reading the Game Pro, I think it was review for it, and it only got like 3 out of 5, and one of the downfalls was they rated it easy. When they would rate like difficulty levels, they rated it easy. And I was like, what? That's not cool. That's not cool. Now this is the boss fight I was... See, you spun him around that time. This is the boss fight I was referring to that is not in the arcade version. I haven't thrown one guy into it yet. Yeah, okay. Hey, I got one up. There we go. Ah, stun, throw. Stun. Nope. Stun. Stun. Nope. Stun. Nope. Throw. You're going down, shred. I love how it just says shred. I just noticed that.
Yeah, like they can only fit 5 characters.
And then he scrolls back over so everything can blow up, and then... But see, how does this happen in the arcade game? How do we get to this point in the arcade game?
Right,
we don't fight him.
like
maybe just get there and
just
he's
don't
like,
fight him
All right, that has been Turtles in Time. Now, let's switch over to Hyperstone Heist, Sean.
Let's do it. Now there's some modes in.
Whoa! All right, now it's time for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist. We didn't get whatchamacallit. The game we just played, I'm blanking. We didn't get Turtles in Time. We got Hyperstone Heist though. I feel like I'm gonna switch it up too. Let's do it. So you'll notice the beginning is extremely similar to Turtles in Time. Still April O'Neil. Right now, I would say it doesn't look that much different. So instead of Krang just for some reason stealing the Statue of Liberty, the whole city just disappears. Ha 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 ha. Oh boy. I do say Shredder looks badass.
He's got
right
all
there.
sorts of
He's got muscles that don't exist. Turtles, I dare you to.
He's got like a 6-pack and then another 6-pack on the side.
So again, this looks a little bit different. Again, you didn't have the cool Mode 7 scrolling effect to get to the TV. You can see the colors are a little bit different, but let's do the high energy detector or whatever he just said.
New York City.
New York City. Here we go. So the first thing you'll notice, God, I think this looks really good.
It looks better than I remember, except for the black bars.
The biggest pet peeve I have with old games, whether it's fighting games, beat 'em ups, anything, is that black bar at the top. I don't know why. Does it bother you?
It does, but not as much as you. Honestly, if I'm being... This looks maybe better than Turtles in Time. Having just played it, like, I feel like everything has a little bit more detail.
I think it's almost that because it can't have as much colors, it looks
more sharp.
Slightly darker, which makes it look sharper, is what I think.
Like, I feel like I've got 2 shades of green on Raft, and I feel like in Turtles in Time it looked like it was just just straight up bright green head to toe. And I'm sure that wasn't the case, but I don't know.
I do think
I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
The music sounds pretty good too.
Now, I was just telling Kevin off air, I have not played this game in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Like, I've played Turtles in Time at least somewhat recently. I don't think I've played this game in...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know.
Well, the game is impossible to find if you don't have a handy dandy... I didn't think I touched that handy dandy Raspberry Pi.
We had this game.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. If you've been listening to us for a while, you know our parents threw out all our old video games when they moved down to Tennessee. Very sad, extremely sad. Now, we go to the city level, so again, now this I will say, while the characters look better, the backgrounds
lack.
They suffer a lot compared to Turtles in Time. And one of the biggest differences, as you can see, Sean's been, slamming folks, and I just slammed somebody there. As we talked about in the first one, in Turtles in Time, you cannot throw people at the screen in this. Not a big deal, really, because I mean it's a one-hit kill, just like the slamming them is a one-hit kill. But it is something you have to think about. There's some screen tearing.
Even the tops of our numbers are cut off.
Yeah.
Like, how is that?
I don't know. That's probably what we're playing.
Okay, now is that car gonna?
Yeah, I'm about to.
No, that didn't happen in Turtles in Time, right?
It did not. It did happen in Turtles the arcade game.
Okay.
But not Turtles in Time. And we... Oh, maybe not. I could have sworn it did. Maybe I'm just thinking of the arcade game.
I was gonna say, that would have impressed me a bit, because I didn't remember that.
I do.
Rightfully so.
Oh, that one does.
Yep.
I do think that I think the character models have a little bit more detail in this for some reason.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked.
And like I said, this is the exact same as it was in Turtles in Time. The pizza bomb still lasts almost no time at all. Pizza bomb. One thing I do notice, does it seem like they attack slower?
Us or them?
We do, like boom, boom, like our combo attack. Seems like it is a little slower. And of course now we don't have a metalhead to fight. We're gonna go back into the sewers, where we will fight the head made of leather. I love what Raph's mouth looks like when he does his quickies. No! Yep, so.
Do you believe that you can walk on water?
Wow, wow, do you know that turtles can walk on water? I think the sprites may be a little bit smaller in this also.
I was thinking that. Not much.
But that's probably because the black bars at the top, yes. Another thing in this, I think you get a 1-up every 100 points instead of every 200. Could be wrong. Yep.
We will find out shortly.
Oh, here we go. Now, I was still, again, it's a stupid 90s video game, but why are we walking on water and they're swimming? That always bugged me, no matter what my age was, and it will always bug me until the day I die.
Hey!
One other thing, it seems like I remember it being harder in this to do that attack. Maybe not. Or it's slower or something. Something's different about it. But again, that attack really only helps when you're fighting a boss that's airborne.
Right. Oh. Wait. Maybe I'm thinking of Turtles 2.
Okay.
Is it Turtles 2 that you fight Baxter in the sewer? In this little machine?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Where he's flying around. But you do fight him in the machine in this. You are
too
immature
to hang with.
Yeah. How dare you call me immature, Leatherhead?
You're a teenager. Cut some slack. Well, I already died. I didn't die once in Turtles in Time.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I did, sorry. I did, but not this early.
Right.
Well. That's what I'm saying. This game's harder.
No.
This game's harder than.
We are playing, so we've played both of these on normal now. Oh, where am I? I didn't come back. I've been beaten by a bunch of teenage turtles. And then he explodes. Did you get you did get a 1-up. Did you hear that ding? I think you got a 1-up.
Oh, is that what that was? Yeah.
If I'm not in this anymore, I'm going to be really pissed. Okay. Now this reminds me of Turtles 3.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this would technically be Turtles 5.
I think it's like Turtles 4.5.
And you know, these
when
also,
half of it's the same as 4.
and they came out in the same year. Which for some reason,
Really?
I think we talked about this, that we
Yeah, this
thought,
seems like this was like
I thought I remember them
them
being like,
forever for.
like a year apart or something, but they weren't. Oh, yeah, walk right into it, Kev. Oh boy. Oh my. Can you hit them? God, no, you can't hit those.
Oh my god, no!
Ooh. I actually fired this up the other day to play it because I was just bored and I was like, I don't want to play anything. I just want to play, I just want like comfort food video games. And that's this. Yeah, 1-up, okay.
Okay.
Okay, seriously, we both bit it to the mousers? Why does this keep happening to me? And the ghost ship doesn't look that good. The ghost ship definitely looks better in Turtles in Time
Yeah,
also.
you can actually see the back, like off the boat, not just the back of the boat. It's the back of the boat.
And
Kaboom.
I will also say, as far as sound goes, I think the music is about the same in both. Voices are definitely better in the Super Nintendo. The little voices that they are, the and the Let's Kick Shell and stuff. Better in Super Nintendo, but that might be a trap. But I actually like the sound of the explosions in this.
They look better in Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know. They look about the same. Oh yeah, you do kind of see all the shit. But yeah, there's not much to look at.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, and then we go to the cave and we fight Tatsu, right? I think he's simply up. Go! Yo! I feel like they could have made like one of these a year, and we would have bought every single one.
Oh,
and like,
of course.
just do new backgrounds, change up the bosses a little bit. I do think when we were kids, I always argued that this was better than Turtles in Time, just because.
I mean, I don't think it's a crazy argument to make.
No, well, we'll find out in the review.
I think we told ourselves that a lot.
Oh, with everything. That's why it's fun to go back and do this series. Say, okay, now we're somewhat objective. Video games media. Yeah, right. Whoa! There's no rose-colored glasses. There's no nostalgia here. This is actually playing through the games now, getting our feedback as we play them.
Oh, the rock guys.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you were made from just pure rock, I don't know that nunchucks would do a lot of damage to you. Heads up! What? All right. So again, as you can tell, these stages are a lot longer than they were in Turtles in Time. Hey!
Okay, now, isn't the gauntlet, doesn't it look just like this? Aren't you in a cave for it?
Yes. They like you went in the sewer twice in the first stage.
Right.
They had to work with what they. I think Konami was just like, hey, let's not abandon the Genesis. You know, they need their own Turtles game. Let's just do what we can.
Yeah.
But you still have the nice parallax scrolling back there. Oh, that was dumb. Okay.
Oh no!
I am dead. I'm not dead. Oh, I can't. I forget. I thought if you got down to 1 health, you could still use your specials. You cannot. Yo! Why do I keep doing back attacks? Yo!
Oh, I forget there's a dash button. I keep trying to dash there. Why isn't that dash?
Oh, that was stupid. Yo! That sound is so satisfying.
Oh, crap.
In both.
Oh, I didn't get it. Good. Okay.
I wish we would have counted how many different foot soldiers there are in this. Do you think there's like 8? There's a standard purple, there's purple with ninja stars, there's the white guys that block, there's the white guys with nunchucks, there's red, there's the blue with the swords. Well, I don't even, and I wasn't counting as I was saying that, so I have no idea. Alright, we're getting close. Ah! Ah!
Oh, Tatsu's at the end of the
He's at
gauntlet.
the dojo, yeah. I'm hungry for some turtle soup. Well, no, Tatsu's the boss in the next level, and then you do the gauntlet.
Gauntlet?
Or no, there's Baxter the boss.
I'm telling you, I think
You need to get that. Get that pizza.
Oh.
No, you do, but you also fight him in that like dojo. That's kind of like the NES. You fight all the bosses twice.
Oh, I don't remember Tatsu being part of the boss rush. I thought you like fought on him just like that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I thought you fought, yeah, but I thought that was
Also
was
weird
the boss.
that Rocksteady's in this, but not Bebop.
Right. That just reeks of like, well, we just ran out of
We just don't have
space
any
or
more.
something. We wanted to have them both.
We ran out of time or something. He looks like he's a cat with a hairball. Remember, when I see you next time, I'll beat you. Yeah, but you just exploded, so how are you going to say this next time?
But I didn't get a 1-up for 200?
It goes 1,
100,
3,
300.
5, 7, 9, yeah. Shredder's Hideout.
Alright, we doing this one more?
Let's do this one. Ah, yes. I like this one. This is the one that has Tatsu at the end.
Oh wait, oh no.
Come back. We still can't remember what these guys are.
Nope.
All right. I like the music in this one because this is one that's just not like anything in Turtles in Time or in the original arcade game. Get back, get back. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, why did I do that? It looks so funny when they run. Ah, no, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Now they jump up and they throw the rocks at, well, in the next screen. Yep. Yep. Oh, and I hit it back at him.
What's weird is when you lift up those rocks that there's holes underneath.
Whoa.
I think it would just be more dirt.
Right. Weird. How did I hit? That was weird. Do those red guys do anything, or are they just red? I think they're just red.
Well, sometimes they throw
This
rocks.
cave is creepy. So that's the same as both. I don't remember if we saw that earlier or not. Ah, get off me!
Oh.
How come it lets you get back on screen? See, I think this stage only has 2 parts. I think you face Tatsu at the end of this.
Yeah, you're right.
But then do like, yeah, then the next level's the gauntlet. Yep, that's it. Okay. Don't jump. Oh! Oh, jeez,
bamboo.
that was smart. Whoa. Oh, I thought you avoided. Oh. What the? No, that did. Me. I can't believe we're gonna have to use a continue on this. Well, you are.
Unless I can kill 51 more guys.
Without getting hit. There's gotta be a pizza spot. Ah! The fire. Okay. You can do it. There's got to be a pizza box. Yeah, those red and those purple guys are the same.
Oh,
the mousers are gonna get you. They got you. Help me! Help! Help!
I can't.
Start.
Oh, there we go.
No.
Now that'd be my dude.
Yeah. I'll allow it. Oh, they shoot lasers! They shoot freaking lasers! Yep, they shoot freaking lasers. No! What?
Oh, it reset my memory.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there.
I need that. All right. Nope. I love that sound. Oh, gosh. Oh, no way. I got to him first. What? Where do you guys keep coming from?
Disappear.
There we go. Like, that dude really loves Shredder, that he's got a Shredder with 1, 2, 3.
Looks like Sagat. Or Sagat.
Yes. And also shout out to them just having Tatsu in this game.
Yeah,
From Ninja Turtles 2, this is the only game I'm pretty sure he ever appeared in. I don't think he was in either of the Tournament Fighter games. The movie.
no.
Oh no, he was in the first one, then he died. Yeah, what am I saying?
Wait, did he die?
Didn't he get thrown off the cliff or something? I mean, the
They were in
building.
New York.
I mean, Casey Jones crushed Shredder
in the trash compactor.
Yeah.
In the garbage dump truck. Whatever it was.
No. Oh, you know what it is? Baxter Stockman is the final boss of the Gauntlet. That's what it was.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
No, I don't want to back. Yeah. Oh. Master. Oh, yeah, I thought you said Master Shredder. Boom, 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 boom. Ladies and gentlemen, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist. This has been fun so far.
I've enjoyed myself.
I have too.
The Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet. Now, Sean, let's go to the scoreboard.
Let's do it.
All right, Sean. So we've played through Turtles in Time.
Yep.
We've played through Hyperstone Heist.
Yes.
Now, it's time to score the games. So if you didn't know, you weren't paying attention in the beginning, every episode in this Versus series, we're gonna look at three things. We're looking at presentation, gameplay, replay value. Sean.
As you see, over here.
Over here. Presentation.
Presentation. I will say I'm pleasantly surprised with the Genesis. It looked a little better than I remembered. I would almost maybe say the sprites were better looking on the Genesis. Maybe not the overall game, but the sprites look better than I remembered, I think.
Yep.
Like you said, the background was a little lacking on some of the levels, but Genesis looks pretty good. It looks better than I remembered, I would say.
Definitely looks better. I think, though, at the end of the day, I think when you take everything into account, the music, the sound effects, the vibrancy of the backgrounds, the variation of the backgrounds, as much as the Genesis looks better than I remember it, I think overall, you got to mark this as a win for Turtles in Time.
Yeah, I think Hyperstone just looks a little... Hyperstone looks more like a console beat 'em up, whereas Turtles in Time still has more of a feel of an arcade game.
I agree. So that's one for Turtles in Time. So moving on, gameplay. What do you think? Not a big difference here when it comes to gameplay.
Yeah, gameplay is going to be hard to... God, I mean, they're almost identical. I don't know... God, I got to give it to Super Nintendo.
I give it to
Turtles in Time. The combat's almost identical, other than Super Nintendo. You have the ability to throw them at the screen, which is a nice touch. And then also, I mean, this was back in the days of the Genesis working with a 3-button controller. So there was no dedicated button for specials. You had to do the buttons together, and then you had a dash button. You couldn't do the double tap. Not a big deal, but in the most narrow of margins, I got to give gameplay to Turtles in Time.
Yeah, they're so identical. I think I do give it to Turtles in Time, though, because you do have the ability to throw the enemies at the screen. I like the ability to have your special attack be on one button. I think it makes more sense to just double tap to dash than it does to have a dedicated dash button.
Yep.
They're very similar, but again, we're Genesis kids. I kind of feel bad, but I think this is another win for Turtles in Time.
Yep, I can't argue with that.
All right. Last up, replay value.
Replay value. God, this is another tough one because they're so similar. I don't know about you. I'm tempted to give this one to Hyperstone.
Okay.
If for no other reason, then I've played it less.
Okay.
I've played Turtles in Time so much between, I think Tim had it right, Brent had it. We've played it quite a bit. We played the HD remake, whatever. I've played that game to death. Hyperstone Heist has and will always have a special place in my heart, as it does yours, just being Genesis kids. This is a game we really needed on the Genesis. But I have not played it nearly as much, even though we owned it. Maybe it's, I don't know if, I probably still haven't played it as much as Turtles in Time, even though we owned it. But I certainly have not played it as much recently.
Yeah.
I can tell you everything that happens in Turtles in Time. Hyperstone, it's a little less fresh in my mind. For me, if for no other reason than that, I'd give the point to Hyperstone Heist.
I like it. I think when I went into this, my instinct was replay value was definitely going to go to Super Nintendo as well, to Turtles in Time. But the fact that you have longer levels,
yes,
fewer bosses, though, you do have the boss rush mode. Another thing also, I do think Hyperstone Heist, it does seem like it is a little little bit more difficult when we played both on normal. Yep. I definitely think, I don't know if the enemies did more damage. The bosses were definitely more difficult. They weren't as easy as they were on Turtles in Time. Yep. So I think that adds to the replay value.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised with how much fun I had. I had as much fun playing Hyperstone Heist as I did Turtles in Time. I think the Gauntlet and I think some of the other variations, and we're Genesis kids, I'll give the replay value to Hyperstone Heist as well.
I like it.
So that means the overall winner, though,
of the inaugural episode of Versus here on 2-Player Co-op is
Turtles in Time. That's it. Thank you guys so much for being here for the inaugural episode of our Versus series here on 2-Player Co-op. If you guys like what you saw, it would mean a lot to us if you could hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if this is the first time you guys are seeing us, hit that comment section below, let us know what you thought. If you got any ideas on upcoming games you'd like to see us do in this series, we'd love to hear that from you. And as always, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at KevinWhite24. He's at Real Sean White. Together we're at 2player_co-op. We thank you guys so much for being here. And until the next time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.